us off?
Sure. Kellie, Mississippi State's another team in the SEC who's really, faced a lot of challenges with injuries and everything they've gone through. What kind of challenges do they present as another team who's really had to grit their way through this season?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge is they're low with their personnel, which causes them to play 4 or 5 guards at a time. So to me, the biggest challenge is the matchup and how we're going to guard them. And they play hard, they're quick, they can get to the basket, and they can shoot the 3, which is not always easy to guard.
Kellie, having these last 2 games here at home to kind of maybe charge up and get you guys prepared for SEC tournament, how important is that?
Well, I'm always happy to be in Thompson Bowling Arena. It's great to be back home, and we're looking forward to finishing the season out here. And hopefully we can play with great energy and find some confidence as we head over to the tournament.
Coach, Mickey announced his retirement yesterday. What has he meant to you in the time that you've known?
Mickey was a familiar face and a familiar voice for me when I came back. He's been terrific. He's been a consistent fan and a consistent part of our program, and he's the voice. I mean, when I think of Lady Vol games and plays, I hear his voice, and he's such a wonderful person. We've loved being around him, and hate to see this time come for him, but also I'm happy for him that he's been able to do what he wants to do.
Kellie, what is the response you've seen from your team and some of the players that have been thrust into bigger roles with all the injuries?
I think we've had players that have really wanted to step up, and they're really fighting and really trying. They've kept a pretty good attitude through some trying times, and they come out every day in practice and give us everything they've got. So, I'm proud of them. And I told them we're going to keep pushing them to be better.
With Jordan out, you guys have faced so much adversity this season, and this team is super close. They seem to be playing for each other, and they've mentioned that multiple times. With her absence, do you think that's inspired now a rally from the team to wanting to play for Jordan?
I think yes, for sure. I think with Jordan going out, you've got to find some rallying, some motivation, some inspiration, and I think they've found that in each other. They talk about it. They want to play for each other, and when the person sitting to your right and to your left is giving everything they've got, it just gives you confidence to go out and do the same.
Alexis Dye kind of went through a little bit of a slump in the last 2 games, has really kind of exploded, and you said Sunday was the most aggressive you've seen her in a while. What do you feel like is clicking for her? What kind of change, and how did she kind of get back to that?
Well, I think we've just got to stay on her and give her exactly what we want her to do. Jordan Horston wasn't in there to steal any of her boards, so Alexis is going to have plenty of opportunities to get in the mix. She's got to stay aggressive for us. She's going to have opportunities. And then she's got to continue to be a huge presence both in transition and on the boards. I think also, although they play different positions, I still think defensively she can help us fill in some of those areas we're losing with Jordan.
And her adjusting to SEC play, it's her first season in that. How have you seen her adjust to that and kind of find success now in the end of the season?
Yeah, I think for her just playing this size and this speed every single night, sometimes it's very challenging. But I think she just continues to fight. She's out on the court working right now. It's good to see her still trying to grow and still trying to make plays, and she wants to be good. She really does. She wants to find success, and she wants to help this team in any way she can. And I think right now she still feels very confident that she can do that.
Kellie, I know you're focused on Mississippi State, but talk about the kind of basketball or the environment this will be for Vol Nation this weekend, with the men hosting Auburn on Saturday, and then you guys taking on LSU. It's a big weekend for Vol Nation and UT basketball. Yeah,
this is going to be a huge weekend, and I think for fans, what a great opportunity, great to come in and watch some really talented basketball and pull for the orange teams, and just enjoy what's going on our campus. There's so much excitement right now, and great time to be a Vol.
Coach, Tamara Key, moving into second all-time in blocks in program history, how have you seen her grow since she came to Rocky Top?
Oh, she has improved tremendously each and every year, even during each season. I think a lot of that's her confidence, her maturity, and what she's been able to do. She was really thrown out there as a freshman and had to learn on the fly, and since then she has just polished her game, gotten better, expanded her game. She's become a force, and I think for her, she has confidence defensively when she's blocking shots, or she's had that for a while, but now we see her even more confidently rebounding, a little bit more confidently looking for her shots and her opportunities on the offensive end. And a lot of that's the mental aspect of the game. I think that's a big deal. The other thing, and we see this with a lot of our players, this is a long season. These seasons are extremely long, and players get tired, and it's tough for them mentally. And I think she has handled this really well, and I think that she's grown into that.
Is there someone whose voice as a leader has kind of gone up since Horston and Kean went down?
Right now, I think the two players that kind of step up and have some natural ability there would be Jordan Walker. She's typically a lead by example player, but I think we've got to hear her voice a little bit more. Obviously Ray Burrell has that ability, and her being a senior, we're going to naturally look to her. And I'll add, Sarah Puckett has a lot of just solid, innate leadership qualities. She's got a great voice. She's been trying to use her voice more because we need it right now. And I think that's going to be a positive, not only for our team, but also for her moving forward.
Speaking of Ray, obviously not the season she wanted, but how have you seen her kind of maybe grow as a person through the challenge of sitting out and then having, really accepting and embracing her role of coming off the bench and really doing whatever the team needs?
Yeah, this has been a really difficult time for Ray, and you're this talented player. You have an idea of how this year is going to go, and it with that injury, just didn't go that way. And that's unfortunately, that's life, and it's kind of life lessons that she has had to learn and had to endure. And I hope that when she walks away from this experience that it's made her better. It made her a better basketball player, more equipped to handle adversity, because she's one of these players that she's not been hurt an awful lot, and it's not easy to deal with, and especially such a late time in your career. So I've been proud of her because she's hung in there when I know it's not been easy.
Quick follow-up on Ray. She's scored in double figures the past 5 games. She's not averaging yet the number she was putting up last season, but have you seen her continue to hit that groove, and how important is that in this late stretch of the season?
Well, we're going to need her. I mean, she and I watched film together yesterday and just trying to figure out where we can help her, where she can do some things, where she can do some more things, and she's really excited about going down the stretch and what she can do. I don't know if she's quite back to where she was because she had such an explosiveness about her in early November. But in terms of what she can bring to the team, there's still so much that she can bring, and I think she knows that, and the team knows it.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Coach.